Today marks the nation's 143rd birthday, and everywhere you look, it's a sea of red and white. From young and old, there is no doubt about it. Canadians are proud to call this country home. Despite a soggy start to this July 1st, nothing will dampen the spirits or the pride of the thousands who are migrating downtown and here to the capital. A News reporter Louise Hartland is taking in the party. She joins us now with more. Louise?
Eric, as many as 50,000 people are expected to come downtown and take in the fireworks tonight, but the whole day has been one big party.
Oh, Canada!
A sea of red and white, symbolizing a country.
Happy Canada Day!
And thousands of people out and about, proud to call Canada home.
We're down here enjoying the crowd and all the excitement that goes with it.
All ages having a great time at the nation's birthday party.
We're having fun. Yeah. Having lots of fun. Yeah.
It started out a little wet, but a few drops of rain didn't dampen spirits.
Yeah, you gotta make the sun come out, is what I say.
And we have a tent, so it's all good.
Yeah, it's perfect.
There was even enough patriotism for a soggy version of Canada's favorite game.
It's great to be Canadian. I mean, especially when you live abroad, you live in other countries, you just really appreciate coming home.
But the rain did eventually stop, and just in time.
Hey, T-shirts back here at 1:30 so we can take a picture.
2,010 people, all wearing red and white, on the legislature lawn.
Hopefully a BC record of the Canadian flag here on Canada Day.
Slowly, the flag that so many are proud to wear today starts to take shape, representing why our country is strong and free.
Canada gave back to many nations. It's a nation that gave back to many nations, so I think it's very good.
And so are thousands of people celebrating being Canadian today. This is the 5th year in a row the living flag has been created here on the legislature lawn, and judging by the excitement today, it won't be the last. Eric?
Louise Hartland in downtown Victoria tonight. Thank you, Louise. With 50 to 60,000 people expected to take in the Canada Day festivities in the Inner Harbour, police are taking no chances. With such a large crowd in one area, there is always the possibility the celebration could get out of hand. A News reporter Stephen Andrew has spent the day looking at how police prepared for the annual gathering. Stephen joins us now live from the Inner Harbour. Stephen?
Eric, as you can see behind me, the crowd is beginning to grow here as people come down to the legislature to stake out the best vantage point to see the entertainment that's beginning at 5:30 and the fireworks display, which is scheduled to begin around 10:20. Officers in Saanich hit the streets early this afternoon, getting ready for what is expected to be a very busy evening. Saanich patrols are mostly responsible for traffic control tonight and checking cars as they enter the downtown area, searching for open liquor. Officers have also been out checking out liquor stores, making sure that alcohol isn't being purchased for people underage. And then, as the celebrations wrap up here in the Inner Harbour, Saanich Police will focus on house parties in its own community. The operations plan has been in place for several weeks, deploying 3 separate shifts today that began at noon and will be working through to the early hours of tomorrow morning.
That allows for us to be flexible for our response throughout the evening. Our call load is expected to be very heavy, as you might imagine, and be mindful that we are out there, and for those who are enjoying themselves a bit too much or acting in a rowdy or unruly manner, we'll be there to deal with it.
Police want people to have a safe and happy Canada Day, and they say reducing the amount of liquor, getting into the downtown core, and then making sure that people who celebrate don't get in their cars and drink and drive is the key to the success. The Integrated Road Safety Unit began setting up a series of roadblocks this afternoon, and those roving roadblocks continue throughout the evening, well past the time that the celebrations will end here at the Inner Harbour. And police say if people choose to drink and drive, then there's a good chance that they will find them. Now, last year, Victoria Police responded to 140 calls and arrested 63 people for being drunk in public. 15 of those were underage. But problems for police in the downtown core have been decreasing over the past 3 years. Vic PD used a strategy last year deploying body-worn cameras, and they're adding to those cameras this year, also in the fireworks, and they will be encouraging people to move up Douglas Street and get onto those buses. And tonight, Eric, what they're going to be doing is they're going to be using closed-circuit TV cameras. They're going to be stationed around a number of buildings in the downtown core. And police say if trouble starts, they may not be able to get them when it happens, but they certainly will be able to review the tape later and find out who they are.
Well, our plan wholly is to deploy numerous police officers as well as reserve constables in a capacity to contain and perimeter off the whole downtown core, specifically in front of the Legislative and the Empress buildings. And as well as the downtown or the ground level perimeter, we are establishing air observation with the helicopter, also with police officers monitoring from above. And in addition, we do have a camera system set up that will be surveilling and recording all the activities.
Now you can see the barriers that are in place. They're getting ready to put those out in just a few minutes. The roads will be shut down around 6 o'clock, and 30 extra buses will be transporting people in and out of down core. BC Transit suggests that you catch those buses when you're leaving after the celebrations are finished on Douglas Street between Fort and Johnson Street. And a reminder today, only BC Transit today has a situation where they are banning all liquor on buses, and police are going to begin searching those buses in just a couple of minutes. And if they find you with liquor on those buses, they will be pouring it out and making sure it doesn't enter into the downtown core, Eric. And we've already heard from Brent Berger just a couple of minutes ago, but he tells me today that generally the crowd, you can start to see a few rowdies gathering. They're not seeing that tonight, so they're hoping for a very comfortable, safe, and happy Canada Day here.
Hopefully it'll be a good time. Stephen, enjoy yourself. Thank you.
I will. Thank you.
Stephen Andrew in the Inner Harbor tonight.